core DraftKings plays for NFL Week 6. I've got 6 plays here that I'm going to be building lineups around in NFL Week 6 on DraftKings. And let's get right into it, starting at the running back position. Kyren Williams coming off a monster game last week. He gets another amazing matchup here, taking on a Ravens team that just seems dead. The defense, useless. The whole team, a disaster right now. The quarterback, terrible. So Kyren Williams should eat in this one. Again, he's coming off a 32-pointer, and I think he can get it going again. Next up, we got Rico Dowdle, also coming off a monster week and gets another nut matchup. Dowdle is going to be at home taking on the Cowboys. The Cowboys just allowed Breece Hall to smash them, even in a game where the Jets were playing terribly. So I think we're going to see another smash game in the revenge narrative in Week 6 for Rico Dowdle. Continuing at the running back position, we got Josh Jacobs. Again, I love Packers defense this week at home against the Bengals with Flacco. Flacco's a good quarterback. I like him. But, and actually, he's one of those guys who gets acclimated really quick. But Packers defense is really, really good. And it's tough to do a whole lot against them in Green Bay. So I think Packers will dominate this game defensively, and Josh Jacobs will be leaned upon heavily. Now, as a special addition, didn't make the sheet here, but Javonte Williams as well from Dallas has the nut matchup at the Panthers. Love that matchup. Love Javonte as well. Of course, there are pay-ups and pay-down, all these other players, but these are the cores that I want to have the most exposure to. Again, my criteria for a core, a lot of times, I'm looking for high-floor players, and I'm looking for, ideally, value players that open up spots in the lineup to play studs. All right, shifting gears to the wide receiver position. Let's take a look at Kendrick Bourne, right? It looks like Ricky Pearsall has already been ruled out, or seems to like he's going to be ruled out for this 49ers Bucks game. One of the best games of the week, a game I'm looking to target in all different directions, right? So if Pearsall is out and maybe Juwan Jennings is out again, that puts Kendrick Bourne right back into the spotlight. Chase what he did last week. He was far and away the best player on the field for the 49ers. Don't be shocked by the high salary bump. He deserves it. 11 targets, 10 receptions. This guy looked like the real deal last week. And especially, again, if Mac Jones is the quarterback, I'm loading up on Kendrick Bourne in Week 6. Finally, I'm going back to Jalen Waddle at home against the Chargers. I think the Chargers are going to be able to score in this game. Miami's going to have to answer, and they just don't have other weapons. So I don't think that the Chargers have a shutdown corner that we need to be so scared of that we can't play the quote-unquote WR1 for the Dolphins. So give me some Jalen Waddle coming off a 9 targets, 6 reception game. I think it's going to be more of the same. I think he'll approach double-digit targets in this one, and maybe even more. It was a tougher matchup last week at Carolina. They do have some good cornerback play, and that is not necessarily the same with the Chargers. So give me Jalen Waddle with elevated opportunity without Tyreek Hill. A couple other spots just to mention, but not necessarily core. At tight end, of course, Jake Ferguson right back into play. Again, I love everything to do with the Cowboys. I really love that game. Tet McMillan on the other side of that game, as well as Jake Tungus, the tight end. There he is. What's his actual name? Jake Tungus, the tight end. 11 targets last week. He's 3,700, super cheap. And once again, I love this matchup. San Francisco at the Bucks. It's one of the best games of the week. So Jake Tungus, I'm actually going to throw him in the core here as a pay down option at tight end for NFL Week 6. Guys, that's going to do it for the core. We got Kyren Williams, Rico Dowdle, Javonte Williams, Josh Jacobs, Kendrick Bourne, Jalen Waddle, and Jake Tungus. Good luck in NFL Week 6, everyone. Helmets up.